You know, it used to be that when we thought about people retiring, they'd been Beatles fans as kids. Now you might find some Ramones fans in your family who are ready to blitzkrieg bop their way into retirement.
But can they? With all the flux in their retirement funds, can they actually retire on time? KTAR's Colton Krolak talked with a personal finance expert about what they should do, handling all these ups and downs, big ups and downs right now, Colton.
Yeah, absolutely. So actually, the person I spoke to, who was Herb Morgan, who's chief investment officer with financial services firm Cantor Fitzgerald, he was actually really optimistic about some of these policies that we've seen from President Trump so far. He thinks it's going to be really good. In the long term, he thinks that this is going to be really strong for the economy. It's going to kind of bring some independence back for the United States. But yeah, you mentioned it, but he was really optimistic, and I think we have some sound from him talking about that.
I think the long-term effects of this strategy are going to be very well received because in the end, it represents more economic activity, more jobs, higher real wages, more profits, better returns to investors. But adjusting is always challenging, right? It's weaning us off the drugs of fiscal and monetary stimulus.
So he says this is great in the long term, but people who are nearing retirement might be a little nervous. Maybe they can't really wait for a market rebound.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons I really want to do this story is because I have some people in my life really close to me who are worried about this, who are checking their retirement accounts every day and seeing those red numbers. And
don't do that.
And it's a really scary thing. I mean, even for me, who's not close to retirement, but seeing those numbers, it can be scary. But the thing he was saying is, as long as you've been properly planning your retirement and doing kind of the age-old adage about proper risk management and weaning yourself off of those higher risk, higher reward stocks and going to something a little lower risk, less volatility like bonds, treasury, those types of things, you should be okay because the market has always rebounded. But it's just really getting yourself the flexibility to do that. And I think we have some more from him.
So if you're taking out 5% a year and you have a low volatility portfolio, it's no big deal. You can recover from the market drop. But if you're 100% stocks and you're taking out 5% and the stock market drops 59% like it did in the '08 financial crisis, it's no longer 5%. It's more like 11.5%. And that is something you can't recover from.
Wow.
Yeah. So he really just said, just don't put yourself in a situation where you can't recover from, where you don't have that luxury of time on your side where it will rebound. Don't put yourself in a situation that.
So in the short term, Jamie West is looking really smart right now because she retired at the end of life before these economic policies came in, right? And LaDonna came and replaced her. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, here I am feeling like the dumb bunny in the room.
Jim Frost, too. He was always talking about that retirement account. And I was like, no, you got out right in time.
Any other tips that he gave you?
Yeah, well, aside from the risk management, and it might be difficult, but having enough cash on hand or cash investments, really good idea. He said like 2 to 3 years of those. The one thing that he said he really likes to do is have like a treasury bill that expires every month so that you're going to be having cash every single month coming in. So you don't have to panic and maybe get out of the market with those low risk things. You're not panic selling. You know that you're going to have money to support your everyday life, at least for a few years, because like he said, it always does come back. It's just buying yourself some time.
Yeah, just got to keep your eyes covered for a while.
Well, and the other thing, if I could give anybody one piece of advice in life, because I didn't do it until I was far too old, and I'm, wagging my finger, get a financial advisor. They're not as expensive as you think. Talk to them, and they will help guide you through your life processes.
Yeah.
I mean, just get somebody to talk to who knows this stuff. I don't know anything.
Did you hear what Aunt LaDonna said, Colton?
I did.
Okay.
Thanks for watching Arizona's Morning News. Click to watch more from KTAR News and hit the button in the middle to subscribe.